Hi everyone, Danielle here. I'm doing an unboxing of Fame and Fortune, a strategic dungeon quest. This game is by Brian Picarillo. I believe that's how you say his name. He sent me a prototype copy of the game to show you what the components look like. And yeah, I'm excited to do just that in this video. So Fame and Fortune takes about 45 to 120 minutes to play. It is good for 1 to 7 players and ages 13 and up. Let's just dig right in. All right, so we have a board. Okay. Nice big board. I had to zoom way out just to prepare for this unboxing. But basically there's going to be some locations on the corners, and also there'll be some tactical movement happening in here as spirit players, and also with some of the monsters that'll pop up. So there's a really like eye-catching board, I'd say. It kind of gives me Dwellings of Eldervale vibes a little bit, just with the colors and stuff, but very cool design with the textures of the hexes. Like, you can still clearly see the hexes. And yeah, looks nice. Let's see what else comes in here. Again, this is all prototype, so things are subject to change at any time. We have some tokens, which will mark, I guess, some of your fame and fortunes. So we'll grab a couple, get a good look. Some skulls. They are double-sided. Okay. So have these in a little baggie. All right, we have 2 reference cards, which will be helpful. So if you're curious about the gameplay, you could give this a pause and read that. It says there's a ready phase, action phase, some of the rewards, end phase, recruiting, potions, and then becoming famous. So obviously this game will have a goal of you probably getting some fame and fortune out of it. I have additional boards here. It's really pretty. I have to say, like, even though this is like a prototype, I would say this is like very detailed already, and I'd say like very polished. So it looks like there's a few of these. Then we have, okay, these are the player boards, kind of where you'll be placing your cards and your tokens here. So I believe each player will be able to have this in front of them. Adventurers pack here. Okay. I think this is the same thing. Yes. Same type of board. And then there's just still some in shrink for the additional players. So I'll just leave that in here for now. And then we have a few minis. These are just a sampling of what might come in the game. Let's be careful here. So this is a very neat looking. Not painted, obviously, but looks really cool. Let's try to balance the light a little bit. Get some of the shadows in here. And then there's like this little tracker down here where it will be able to track numbers. You'll see a little arrow here pointing to it. So that's pretty neat. Kind of reminds me of, like, you know, if you've played HeroClix, they have like the bases with the numbers and stuff. So I'm guessing that it's just a neat way to track something. I'm assuming it might be health or something. Again, the designs of these could change over time, but I think these are really cool looking. This looks a little creepy. And this is probably the last one. Yeah. And there will be more that comes with the game. We have some additional kind of like minis, but they're printed on. So I'll just pull those out. So that's what those look like. All right. And then a bunch of rings. And these also have numbers on them. So like the yellow, okay, a sampling of the blue, red, green, orange. So you can see that there are rings that will go on top of some of these figures to track additional stats, which I think is pretty cool. I'm guessing they're for this. Should I try to put one on? Yeah, there we go. So I guess they help track maybe these, I'm assuming. All right. So aside from those rings, there's some stuff in these boxes. So let's open this one. This says cards. Let me just try to get this out without ruining everything. Oh, it says cards, but actually it looks like there's other things in here. So let's open this up. Okay, cool. So some tokens. Yeah, all those rings probably apply to these. So I still have to familiarize myself with the rules, but I was excited to show off the components. So we have some spells, which are not actually cards. They're like a thick cardboard with a glossy finish, which actually feels really nice. So we'll get a closer look, and then we'll flip them over to take another look. So we have like Quicken, force any two allies to shift up to their movement speed. Scry 3 bones, deal X damage to up to 2 characters of your choice, where X is the result scryed. And we'll look at one more for now. Rallying call. Every leader on your team may make a movement, action, or activate their ability. Okay. So that's what we have in here. Put that back nicely. This is a very interesting contraption. I've never seen one like this before. All right. And then we have more. Let's see. Okay. So it looks like it's taped on all sides but this one. So we'll open it like this. All right. Some more spells. And then, ooh, okay. Let me put these aside. I'm not sure what these are, but they look pretty neat. Looks like you could put something on it, like one of the minis or something. Or maybe one of the tokens, who knows. Guess I'll learn more about that once I read through the rulebook. Okay. And we have one more here. I wonder if there's one for each player. I'm just not seeing it yet. All right, let's take a look at some of the cards. Potions. So I think this actually comes with the expansion. I won't go too deep into that. So I'll put those back for now. We have the leader cards, adventurer cards, and monster cards. So let's go through each of those for now. So monster cards, very serene view. We have alchemical ooze, soul harvester, and it looks like there's some stats in the middle. Basilisk, undead pharaoh, werewolf alpha, a dragon king, and vengeful spirit. We can look at the leaders next. So we have a bunch of different leaders. You'll be likely playing as one. We have Master Feng, Captain Broadside, Archmage Electrus, Bishop Benedier, and Velcro Grimroot, Raspin Chain, Commander Grace, and Velcro Grimroot again. Wonder if that's just a double print or if people can actually be... Yeah, it must be just an extra card for that one. So those were the leaders. Now we'll take a look at the adventurers, which there's a bunch of different cards for them. So there's a wizard, a bard, rogue, huntress, soldier, witch, pirate, cleric, a druid, wizard, rogue, soldier, rogue, cleric, barbarian, huntress. Alright, so it looks like there's a lot of, there's a monk as well. A lot of repeats, but again, not entirely sure how these cards will be used just yet. But plenty to choose from, it looks like. Alright, so those were those cards. And then finally we have this last box, which this just says extras. So let's see what's inside. Alright, some of the tokens. Maybe these will be loot, I'm not sure. But they're like thicker cardboard and a little glossy. Again, prototype. Who knows if this will be the final production. But nice. I see some like yin and yang, a brain. Maybe a tadpole if that's what that is. I plan to do an overview video of the game, so if you're interested, definitely keep an eye out for that. We have a typical D6 die, some additional little flat mini type of pieces, although they have a black base, so like I'm guessing they're different. And we have some of the, I guess, adventurer meeples. And some other types of meeples. Alright. And then bones. Bones and swords, it looks like. So, looks like bones might be a resource type as well. So we have some plastic swords here, and then some bones as well. Alright, so those were all of the components that are currently here in the base game for Fame and Fortune. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope this kind of gives you a little sneak peek into what this game can offer you. This is going to be on Kickstarter soon. But yes, let me know your initial thoughts just based off of the components and maybe what I've mentioned throughout the video. I'm excited to do an overview of this game for you, and again, appreciate Brian, the designer, for sending me a copy of this to cover on my channel. Alright, let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Bye.